just another girl on a bike, except you pass by without knowing my story. I was raised in a large family with 10 siblings, and very little money to support us. Because of that, I never had a bike as a child. Then at 14 years of age, I was diagnosed with a condition called interstitial cystitis, a disease that attacks my bladder and makes it difficult to sit for long periods of time or be too far away from a bathroom, both a hindrance to cycling. In fact, as recently as 2009, my doctor said I would never be able to ride a bike. But in 2010, I was given a miracle. A device was implanted in my body that helps ease the pain and release me from a life spent in bed. I suffer every minute of each day, and I am limited to the amount of time I can sit on a hard bike seat. But I refuse to let my disease control my life, and at the age of 35, I was finally able to learn how to ride a bike. The joy of that moment of pushing off, not falling over immediately, is still fresh in my mind, as is the ability to do something my doctor said would not be possible. Through it all, Hincapie Sportswear has had my back. Even when I'm not on my bike, I'm proudly displaying Hincapie apparel. When the cycling bug bit me, it latched on and didn't let go. For the past 6 years, I've tried to give back to the bike as much as it has given me. Even though I cannot be on the bike for longer than 3 hours a day, I race as often as my body will allow, and when I can't race, I volunteer at events around the region. I've taught bike safety to youth groups and an introduction to cycling seminar to an adult group. My social media pages are filled with my journey through life on my bike, and since 2010, I've attended every stage of every year of the Larry H. Miller Tour of Utah, where I have worked as a volunteer for the race, a volunteer for the amateur sport of the Ultimate Challenge, and since 2012 have helped Bonk Breaker Nutrition Bars promote their product at the Tour of Utah and throughout the region. If you question my ability to promote Hincapie Sportswear, give Chris and Jason at Bonk Breaker a call and ask them about my enthusiasm. At pro racing events, I've been able to meet some of the greatest racers in the world and at the same time share my love of the sport with newcomers. But above all, my time at the Tour of Utah was when I saw a team of young riders fight and give their all to compete with some of the biggest names in the sport, and since 2013, I've been one of Hincapie Racing's biggest fans. Just ask Joe, Joey, Joe, Dion, Joe, how many Joes are there? Ty, Thomas, Brian, and Steve, about Crazy Bambi, otherwise known as the Cookie Lady. I've even dressed up as the Boomtime Girl the past 2 tours of Utah on Halloween. As I look to the future, I want to continue to give back to cycling through racing as much as I can, and when I can't race, volunteering to help those who race. I'll continue to be a visible fixture at pro races around the region, like the Tour of Utah and the Pro Challenge, and when I can't do those, I'll do what's most important to me. I'll get on my bike, kit up, ride around my hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada, with the smile on my face, words of encouragement to every cyclist I pass along the way. I would feel it an honor to do all of that with the support of Hincapie behind me.